First of all, let me acknowledge my Lord Jesus Christ, because he said if you don't acknowledge him, we want to acknowledge you in heaven. And when I come knocking, I want him to let me in. You know, this is something strange for me because I don't think I'm worthy. You know, we've have so many prestigious ladies and gentlemen up here. It's kind of tough. I was telling Mr. Farrar that I used to have a speech impediment when I was a little kid, and you know, I think some of my teachers really thought I was retarded, and they didn't give me a chance. And my mother used to make me get these books out and read about she sails by the seashore and all that stuff to myself. Well, I overcame that speech impediment and I started working out. Well, what's funny about working out is it gave me confidence. And one day I hid my Sunday shoes to go to church, and my mother, she looked at me one day and she said, you know, Jesus don't care how you look. And it changed my life. Let me tell you the reason it changed my life, because I learned then that Jesus had told that we all are a king and a queen. That no matter who you are, you're a king and a queen, but you're not going to reach that pedestal until you start doing what's right. You know, sometimes today we decide that we want to be politically correct and not be just. Being politically correct is not doing what is right. What is right to tell someone sometime if a child is doing something wrong, that's not right. When a coach sees a child doing something wrong, he says, hey, that's not the way you do it. When a coach is coaching a young man and he tells that young man, you know what, winning is not everything. Learning to play the game is very important. Learning to play the game to be respectful for yourself. You know, it's strange because we are sitting up here, and it's kind of embarrassing to me because I didn't get here alone, and I think all of they can tell you we didn't get here by ourselves. Now, I'm from South Georgia, and I tell a story once about this guy that came from New York City down to South Georgia, in Wrightsville, Georgia, and he got stuck because it was raining outside. He got stuck outside in this mud hole. And he was just spinning the wheels, and the car wouldn't go anywhere. And he looked up to the right, and he see this farmhouse. And as he walks up to this farmhouse, he sees this old farmer out there trying to fix his roof. It's raining and everything. And he asked the farmer, he said, sir, do you have a truck? And the farmer said, no, sir, I don't. He said, do you have a telephone? He said, no, sir, I don't. He said, you know, I'm stuck down the road a piece. Is there a possibility you can help me? And the old farmer said, sir, only thing I have a mule. I said, well, you think this mule can help me out? I said, we don't know, we can try. So as the farmer went and got the mule in the bike, the New Yorker is walking down to the car with this farmer. He said, what's your mule name? He said, well, the mule is blind, but her name is Merle. No big deal. So as they hooked the mule up to the car, the farmer shouted, pull Joe, pull Sally, pull Buster, pull Merle. And by that time, the mule started pulling and pulled the car out. And the New Yorker said, wait a minute, I thought her name was Merle. I said, well, it is. I said, why do you call out all those other names? I said, well, she didn't think she had help. She wouldn't have never tried. So sometime in life, we gotta realize that we're not by ourselves, that we gotta reach back and help someone else. You know, when I get to heaven, God is not gonna ask Herschel Walker, what have you done on the football field? What have you done on the track field? But what have you done for your fellow man? And it is time for us to reach back. Awards we win is not something that we can just celebrate, but it's something that's to encourage. You know, and I said, I feel, and I hate to say, I don't put myself in his category, but when Moses was told to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go, Moses said, I'm not worthy. And most of the time, I don't feel I'm worthy because I'm doing what I was supposed to do. When they gave me the ball, I was supposed to run. When my mother told me to go get it done, I was supposed to get it done. There's no excuses. You know, we tell people you can't. There's no such word as you can't. There's no such word as, no, you don't look good. Like I said, you are a king and a queen. You got to love who you are. And every morning you get up, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love who I am. I am somebody. Every day you want to say, I am somebody. Because the minute you start letting down on yourself, everyone around you would do the same. You know, I always leave with this saying that, you know, I always speak about Christ. And I can't tell anyone who to believe in because you have to believe in who you want to. But I remember hearing this story. My father told me this. My father was telling me the story about these two older gentlemen that was out who just loved baseball. They always loved to play baseball. And after a year, one of the guys was about to pass away. And his friend was sitting at his bedside with him, and he asked him, said, can you do me a favor? And the guy's laying in the bed thinking that's a tough request. I'm about to leave this world. And he asked me if I can do him a favor. But he said, well, if I can, I'll try. He said, well, can you let me know if there's baseball in heaven? That's a strange request. But he said, well, if I can, I'll do that. So the guy passed away, and about a year later, the other guy's out in his garden just working and stuff, and this spirit came to him. And he knew it was his friend. He said, is that baseball in heaven? Is that baseball in heaven? He said, well, I got some good and bad news. I don't care about that. Is that baseball in heaven? He said, well, the good news, there's baseball in heaven. The guy goes, yes. He said, the bad news is you're pitching tomorrow. So I say, there is no tomorrow. I love to watch TV, and it's strange because you remember in the movie Rocky, when he get knocked to the canvas after his trainer had passed away. And he's laying there thinking about, well, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow or something. I'll get up and I'll fight him tomorrow. And his trainer that had passed away came to him in a spirit, said, I didn't have bail. It's not over. Get up, you bum. Get up. And sometimes it takes the spirit of a dead man to bring you back to life. And I want to say thank you. And on behalf of all the inductees of the 2003, we thank you. Love you.